Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine.
I'm Gray Mars.
And I'm D White.
Today on the new party, we're going to talk about the historic Russian prisoner swap. This was monumental. Clap to Joe Biden, the Biden-Harris administration for making this happen. We've swapped out 4 detainees. Historically, this is big. So let's talk about who we swapped out 4 people for. Many people don't know this, but one of the people that we swapped out was for a convicted murderer that Russian Vladimir Putin has been pushing to free since 2021. He was a former intelligence officer, a veteran of the Soviet-Afghan War, and he shot and killed a Chechen rebel leader in a park, and he was serving a life sentence. The swapping deal involved 24 prisoners and at least 6 countries. So I'm going to show you guys a picture of some of the people that were freed versus who we freed on behalf of the swap that was done. This is the guy that we freed. This is the Wall Street Journal journalist. And then we also freed Mr. Whelan. He's been in prison now for almost 6 years. Can y'all see?
You gotta blow it up if you can.
Yeah, blow it up. Yeah.
That's Paul Whelan. He was a journalist. He was in captivity for almost over 300 days. This is, not Paul Whelan. This is the Wall Street journalist. This is Paul Whelan. He was in captivity since 2021. And then this is the Russian murderer that we swapped them out for. So my question is, from a unique take, was this a good deal? D. White.
I think that when we were freeing, arms dealers for Brittany Griner, we should have been thinking about getting those guys then, instead of releasing her. But I'm not really that familiar with the situation, so I can't really give a really good opinion. But I think it's always a good thing to bring Americans home. I do believe that. What about you,
I
Mr. Gray?
agree. I agree. And I think that the people that were infuriated about Brittany Griner, now they're kind of silenced. And I do also agree that I think that Joe Biden is going to step down and allow Kamala Harris to be president. So I feel like he's working on his legacy and trying to get as many things done prior to the DNC convention so that he looks good on his way out the door. What about you, Nora?
Speaking of which, we have a clip. He allowed her to come out of her cage again. So she was there at the historic event that we were just talking about with the prisoner swap. I'll play a clip for you. That's the Wall Street Journal list hugging his mother. He was in captivity for almost a year now. So yeah, I agree. He has her now doing showing up. Is it a good thing? I don't know. D, what do you think? Do you think that the reason why he's doing this is so he can end on a high note, or is he doing this to make Kamala Harris look good because she's going to start dropping in the polls?
Yeah, I think he's just trying to do not personally, but he's doing things to help boost Kamala, help make her look presidential. Like having her there for those kind of events. Photo ops. Maybe he can say, she gave him the tap on the shoulder and it was her idea. Just stuff like that. It just optics is what I believe. It's all about optics.
I absolutely believe this was politically motivated. And I think in the coming weeks, we're going to see a lot more political motivated stuff. Like, I don't know if y'all heard yet, but Trump is going to have his January 6th mini trial prior to the November election. Have y'all seen that?
I haven't.
I haven't heard about that. No.
The Supreme Court just passed it down to Obama appointee judge. They're not going to be finished before the election, but they're going to start going to trial.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's interesting. Well, I want to play a short that I created about Kamala Harris. She spoke this morning. I'm going to keep my opinion to the minimum until after we watch the clip. Does this sound like somebody that's presidential? I'm going to let you guys decide after I play the clip of what she said this morning in San Antonio, Texas. Can you guys see it?
Blow it
Yeah.
up.
Kamala Harris had an extremely weird word vomit this week at the historic Russian prisoner swap in San Antonio, Texas.
On many issues, but in particular, this is just an
Can you hear it?
extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day. You can see it in the families, in their eyes, and in their cries.
Joe Biden looks so confused. Like he's like, I don't even know what the hell she's saying. Gray, were you proud of her in that moment?
Yeah, I feel like she was taking some jabs at Trump when she was saying diplomacy, because Trump is more of a aggressive leader. So what I've seen with the polling, they say Trump is better for leadership and Kamala Harris is better for intelligence. So she's probably trying to separate herself from Trump with what she was saying. That's what I feel like she was doing. What about you, D-Wayne?
Yeah, I think she just took her 15 minutes and just sat there and tried to sound very intelligent as possible. Um, she just uses buzzwords. It's the same thing every time. But I do think that she was also trying to separate herself from Trump, saying that she's better for diplomacy, which I don't necessarily believe. 'Cause I don't think other leaders would take her serious. But that's just my opinion. What about you, Nora?
I mean, I don't even think Joe Biden takes her seriously. I think he was thinking about going back in time when he debated her, and he thought that she was a terrible choice when he ran against her. He just looked like he was staring off into space like, is this really who I'm going to leave my legacy to?
So do y'all agree with Trump that Joe Biden was forced out and he's mad?
Absolutely.
I believe yes, 100%. Anybody who watched this, they were talking about stepping down, and he told them, "I'm here. I got the delegates. I was the one voted for. Legally, I mean, he's right, completely right. There was no reason for him to step down besides the fact that he couldn't win. It was a part. It was the party got together and they told him, look, Joe, either you step down or we're going to invoke the 25th. And I believe that he had no choice, and he endorsed Kamala on his way out.
Exactly. So he actually did speak. I want to share with you guys. I found a clip of when he just spoke this morning. He said, "You're still stuck with me." I'm going to roll the clip now. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
I'm still. You're stuck with me as president for a while, kid. There's no way out. Okay.
No way
For
out.
at least another 100 or 90 days or so.
I'm surprised he knew that. I'm proud of him for knowing that he knew that he's stuck there for another 90 days.
So I'm actually gonna pull a Nora. I think he's gonna step down before the election. I think he's gonna
Of course.
make Kamala Harris president so that people have more of a stomach voting for her, because now she's the incumbent president. I think he's gonna step down prior to the election.
I disagree. After watching him make that statement, because I know for a fact that Joe did not want to step down, stop running. I know that he didn't. I mean, if you watched him speak, he's like, man, he told his own, he was talking to his party. He wasn't talking to Donald Trump. He told him, if you guys want me to step down, challenge me, beat me. He told him that. Right. And they came in and they, like I said, they forced him out, and he knows the reason he knows that it's 100 days left or 90 days left is because he said, I'm not leaving till then. So he wants all his time as president. So that makes me believe that he's definitely not going to step down, because he put a time on it. So he's counting down. I got 100 days left to do this and do that, do whatever I need to do. So I don't think he's stepping down now.
No stepping down then. Well, I don't agree. I think he had to think, how far off is the Democratic convention? Another 20-something days. He doesn't even know what's going on. I agree with Gray. For once, me and Gray are on the same page. He's stepping down by the DNC. We'll start taking bets. That's the date I'm saying.
I think that's that same thing. I think it's gonna be an emotional moment. I think because he's supposed to come out and speak first. I think he's probably gonna come out. Everybody's gonna be crying and clapping, and he's gonna be like, "Here's your new president of the United States. I'm officially stepping down." That's what I think is gonna happen.
It'll make for great TV.
Yeah, that's what I think will happen.
Definitely. So let us know what you think in the chat. Do you think that this Russian prisoner swap was politically motivated? I do. Do you think that this was a good trade? I personally think it was, because we need to bring Americans home, but I think it's unfortunate we had to trade them for a murderer. But let us know what you think in the chat. Will this affect the election? Will this bring more supporters for Kamala Harris? Great. Any closing words?
Continue to put in our comments who you're voting for. We're taking a poll. We know that the polls are accurate, but we want to see our own poll if you're voting for Kamala or Trump. What about you, D. White?
I just want everybody to pay attention to what's going on out here in the world, and think about your life 4 years ago. Think about your life now, and vote accordingly.
And vote. Yeah, vote. We always vote.
Always
Always
vote.
vote.